Hi, welcome to GiveGetService. In this video, I will give you an introduction on how to use the channels. As you saw in the last video, we set up some services and some locations that we would like to be performed by our users. So now we know some about how to use the resource columns. But now let's have a look at the channels. There are two types of channels. One is called the client channel and one is the provider channel. The client, he is somebody that asks for a service to be done. And a provider channel or provider, that is somebody who can provide those services and perform the tasks. At the start, in each of the two, there are all users, all services, and all locations. These are special tasks or users that represents all of them. When you have groups, they are placed at the bottom. So these are in alphabetical order, but they are special and is used to represent all. I will show you how it looks like. If I have these locations, services and users, and all users are clients, we can use all services and all locations, and we can perform all services and locations, all users. Now, if I go into the working part of GiveGetService and say create task, now I moved to the desktop version since I'm using a desktop computer, and I'm going into the create task wizard. There is only one channel that I can use, and that is the channel all. It was called all, and it's the only choice. That's why it's pre-selected. But in that channel, there are a few services that exists. Clean, fill paper, sweep floor, wet mop floor. They are not grouped yet because we haven't put the groups in the channels. I will show that shortly. But now I can say fill paper, and as soon as I click, I get a way to go forward. Either I click at the bottom or I click at the tab location. When I click there, all the locations that are possible are visible. And I picked fill paper, then printer 1 would be a good choice. And I can take the next step. Fill paper in printer 1. And I can make a comment that gives further instructions to the person who's going to do this. And I can add, don't forget the red papers. Special instructions just for this task. And I press create task. There I have a task created and I am back at the basic menu of the system. Since I am a provider actually, since we had the all users group on this channel, I can show tasks. What do I have to do today? Well, somebody has asked for the service fill paper in printer 1. And a comment, don't forget the red papers. So I can click this task. I get a little bit more information. Who ordered it? At what time? And if I am going to work with this now, I press start task. Now I'm in a working screen. This means that I'm actually on my way to do this task. The task is in progress. If I click up here and go back to tasks, this task is no longer open, it's taken. So it's in progress. If I move to that tab, I can see that this one is in progress and I can see who has started the task. If I look at this task and this is my task, I'm back at working on it. And now I can, when I'm finished with the task, I can say done. If I click done, now there are no opens, no in progress. Let's go back to back office. And since I'm an admin, I have back office up here in the corner. Click back office and I come back to the back office screen. So let's change a bit how it looks. I'm not going to do all services here. I'm going to press the X and it's removed. I'm not going to do all locations. Not even all users then. So this client channel, I will double click on the channel and I can rename this Office Management. And I will update. So I'm going to rename this so it makes sense on who's going to be using it. I'm going to create a new user. Sarah Manager. And I'm creating her. This is going to be a channel she uses to order services for the office management. And I'm going to be using service groups. So she's going to be allowed to use all the cleaning tasks, or actually groups of tasks or services. So clean, sweep floor and wet mop floor is now something she can order. But where? Let's say that she only works in an office where conference room is her responsibility. So I will only take that one to her. To be able to test the system, I'm going to put myself also here. So let's see what happened now in the ordering screen. Create task. I see that I have only one channel, office management. So it's already selected. And then I have a group here, cleaning tasks. I can unfold and fold this group. Sweep floor. And I move to the next. I only have one room that I can order this for, conference room. It's already selected. So I move on to create. Sweep floor, conference room. And now I can create the task. So as you saw, I could not ask for any filling of paper in printers. I could not ask for cleaning for any other room than my conference room number 1. Let's go back to back office again. If I would want her to perform other management services, I will create another channel. I press the plus sign up here for channel. It's going to be a client channel where I can order services. And I'm going to call it Technical Management. Now I have another channel that is called Technical Management. I'm also going to put Sarah Manager there and my admin user. But here I'm going to put technical services. And I'm going to put all the machines here. So let's see how this looks when I'm ordering tasks now. Create task. Now I actually have 2 channels to choose from. Office management or technical management. But now I need to have some stuff done on printers. I press technical management and I move to the next one. Then I have the technical services that are offered to me through this channel. And I can ask fill paper. And on location, I have the machines, printer 1. And I can create. And I'm back. So let's see who will perform these services. There is a provider channel which all users or services or locations. So let's have a look how it looks now in show tasks. I have 2 tasks that I can perform. Sweep floor in conference room 1, fill paper printer 1. And the one at the top is the one that was ordered first, which should be the one that I pick up first. But let's go on, build a little bit more complexity into this. Let's produce a channel that is a provider channel, and I call this technical services, and it's a provider channel. I create this one, and I'm putting my candlestick admin there, and I say, since I'm going to provide services, what services can I provide? I can actually say I can only fill paper. Whatever will get into this technical services group later, only fill paper is going to be the one for me. And I only actually know how to fill paper in printer 1, so I'm going to drag that to there. So my candlestick admin here can provide the service fill paper and printer 1. So now I'm going to remove all users from the provider channel all, because that only means that I would see everything. I can actually double click on this one and delete it. Yes. Let's see what happens if I now look at show tasks. So my user can only provide technical services, not cleaning services. So what I see when I go to show tasks is fill paper in printer 1. And I can pick it up and start it if I want. Let's go back and let's go into back office again. John Cleaner would be a guy that is the cleaning team for the office. So I'm going to make him a provider channel. And I call this cleaning team. Create. And what is he going to be doing? Well, he's going to do all the cleaning tasks for all the conference rooms. And I need to put him there too. When he logs in and he goes into the show tasks view, he will see the cleaning tasks that we created before. And by this type of reasoning, we can produce channels that allow people to order different kinds of services depending on what knowledge or work they perform, and we can split who will actually do the tasks. The candlestick admin, that's me. I'm going to do the technical services in this company. I'm going to be the one that fills paper. And John Cleaner, he's going to be the cleaning team, and he will take any cleaning task on any room. So this is the way you start to build up a way to use GiveGetService. And this is just the start. We can get much more creative, but I will show that in the next video. So, thank you and goodbye.